Okay, Kevin Dye painting. I will do a quick walkthrough here. Like I said, Kelly-Moore paints, the best we can use. I prep everything, so that means I caulk this stuff. I caulk this stuff right here. I caulk this guy. I try to seal it up. We're getting a little bit of checking. You can see it's just dried out. Not a big deal. I like to use a low sheen paint that has a little bit of a shine that pushes the actual water away. I also caulk in that line right there between the 1x and the fascia, so I do that as well. Doors, they look really good. This is a really nice house and a great spot too. So railing, obviously the whole works. Need some bleach work here. We need to get rid of that cedar burn. I sand the top anywhere that any prep at all. We're known for our prep, so that cement wall, I would suggest we keep it cement. Some people have me paint them. Obviously the back around the windows, I'll just kind of do a quick walkthrough here. Try not to bore you too much. Yeah. Same thing through here. Any areas that are wet, any areas that have gotten wet over time and have the mold, we bleach out. 2 coats of paint, best Kelly-Moore paint we can use. I don't use cheap stuff. I don't like to do anything twice. I have a 2-year warranty, so I prefer to do it right the first time. The metal that we spoke about seems to be in place. That is nice. Pretty easy stuff right here. Looks like we used a different color somewhere in here to touch up of some form. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Again, heavy coat with paint. We back brush to fill these areas in. This is important that we keep this. Longevity is the key to any paint job. We move everything away. We pressure wash. Definitely hit that stem wall, the concrete wall down there, so that we can paint that in. This door actually looks pretty good. Maybe just a quick coat of poly. Looks as if the top does need to be bleached out. We've got some black little dots, that's mold. So we can bleach that out and we can redo that as well. And then what I'll do is put a clear coat on it. The beams will be cut by hand. I keep the paints, I won't get any paint on it. Standard prep stuff right there. All that stuff we do. I mean, prep is extremely important. It has to be sanded. It has to be primed. The back of this chimney, you can tell as well. The metal work that you guys put up, I'm actually impressed. You guys did it really nice. I often see the metal work that's done not as professional as that. That could probably even be painted in and you'd never even notice it. I just see people bang all kinds of beer cans and you wouldn't believe what I see. Those are actually pretty nice. Now, I can't give you a price to replace those. So that I actually fix them and then make it appear as if they were never there. And I'll put that bid in there too. So stuff like this guy right here, fixed. We caulk all that stuff in. We don't want the water. All this is the green mold and moss will be bleached and removed. Everything caulked in all the way up. Let's see if I can do this without falling down here. Same thing through here. Yeah, you guys got a side over here that they like, obviously. We could discuss how we want to do this. I could spray all that in, you know what I mean, and blend it in, or we could discuss this more on the phone. Either way, it's going to be the same price for me because I paint. So fix that one as well. Not too bad a shape, actually. House is in really good shape. It's definitely time for a paint job, but not too bad. Okay, so same thing. This metal flashing is already brown. I suggest we do not paint it. I would paint that metal conduit in though, so that we blend that into the house. Windows are masked correctly, so I get no paint on windows. The deck work, let's take a look here. Obviously the railing is part of the house color. Let me see the lid in here too. So the railing would obviously be painted with the house, obviously, and all this stuff under here. Lights are taken off. Many times on light fixtures like this, I'll actually paint this the base color and then just put the bulb back in so that it blends in. But I usually take them off. It just all depends on what the homeowner would like. All the trim work out here. For the railing, obviously would need to be done. Just paint the whole guy. Yeah, you got some woodwork that we need to repair up there. Nothing too big though. None of this is really that big of a deal. It's kind of a big house. It's kind of spread out. Chimney would obviously be left alone. No paint on it at all. Again, woodwork up in that top corner. We'll have to get to. I caulk in everything. I try to just seal everything up, and so not a big deal. That door is going to need a little bit of help. This one's going to have to be sanded. This door will be a little bit meaner. It's going to have to be sanded pretty much down to bare wood, and then we'll re-poly it. Unless, of course, the door is being replaced or anything like that. I think I could save it. There's also another way, too, that might be a little more cost efficient, and that is to actually take the door, sand it, prime it, and paint it, not into the building, but a color that might fit into the building. You know, on this house, it could go a lot of colors. Green, red, it could do a lot of things. So, yeah, so I'll let you guys decide on that. Everything else, mold removed with the bleach solution. This deck looks pretty good. I'll send over a bid just to coat the top of it. I use oil-based super deck, and a lot of times people will just do both at the same time, the deck and the house. But again, I'll send a bid over, and you guys can kind of a la carte. We don't have to do the deck, of course, and we can kind of go from there. It doesn't look too bad, but if you're going to do everything, you might as well just do it all at one time. Yeah, nice little house. Not too much issues. And yeah, a couple questions, but I kind of wanted to get a video out to you guys, let you know what you're looking at. Again, any color changes. I really like this brown though. I don't think it should change. But if any of the trim work wants to be changed or anything, it is not an extra cost for me, because either way I'm brushing it all in 2 coats anyway. So thank you very much. And that's Dye Painting, 480-3738, area code 209. And I'll get this bid out to you guys today. Thank you.